welcome to The Magic Detective. I am Dean Carnegie. I am The Magic Detective, and I'm back. It's been a couple years absence. I do apologize about that. My camera broke, and I got involved in some other things. But anyway, I'm back, and we have some exciting things in store for you. First off, let me tell you what's happening this month, in the month of August 2014. It's the 30 Days of Houdini month, and I'm celebrating that over on my blog. 30 days of articles on Harry Houdini, leading right up until the debut of the Houdini miniseries on the History Channel. So you want to check out what I have to offer every day. Should be some interesting stuff. In today's episode, though, well, not about Houdini per se. It's actually about my second favorite guy to write about, Robert Heller. His real name was William Henry Palmer, but he was known professionally as Robert Heller, a 19th century magician from England who, he lived here in America, lived in Washington, D.C. for a time, and was quite popular, actually. And recently I acquired an item that belonged to Heller. It was something that he sold, probably a pitch item or something like that. But before I show you that, I want to show you something that showed up on eBay. I believe it was last year. Here it is right here. Yeah, that's the top hat of Robert Heller. And the family of Robert Heller, the descendants, decided they wanted to part ways with it. So they contacted an auction house, and the auction house contacted me and asked me for an estimate, the price, what I thought it was valued at. And I gave them what I thought was a fair value, very fair value, as far as what it was worth. And, they put it up on eBay, and it sold for a lot more than I thought it would. So, whoops, I was wrong. Fortunately, I didn't get it, but fortunately, the fellow that did win the hat did introduce himself. He came up and introduced himself at the DC Symposium on Magic History last year, so I did get to meet the gentleman who has the Robert Heller hat, and I thank you again for letting me know who you were, and I'm glad it found a great home. Right now, though, let's move to the item that I have. This is very interesting. It's called Robert Heller's Perfume Vaporizer. And this is it right here. This is the original packaging for this thing, if you can see that. There we go. Robert Heller's Perfume Vaporizer. What on earth is that? Well, I'll tell you, first off, it's not a magic item. It's not something he performed in his show. It's actually something for the, how do we put it delicately, the restroom, I guess you would say. And I have no idea how this thing survived all these years. The original packaging shouldn't have survived, and the item itself really shouldn't have survived, because this is it right here. It's actually 2 tubes and a piece of brass. The tubes are made of glass. So again, how it survived, I've got no idea. What would happen is you would place one end into a bottle of perfume. The other end you would blow into, and the vapors, the scent of the perfume would come out and it would fill the air, and you can figure out why, I'm sure. It was the restroom after all. So, a very interesting Robert Heller item. I wasn't even sure at first if it was his, so I had to dig and dig and dig, and finally I found a brief little mention of Robert Heller and the vaporizer in a book. So there it is, Robert Heller's Perfume Vaporizer. So that's it. That's all we have today of this show. Remember, on themagicdetective.com, it's 30 days of Houdini, so make sure you come by every day and check out the different articles that I have on Houdini and related Houdini things. On August 23rd, the Potter & Potter Auction House is having a huge auction of Houdini items, which you just got to check out. And then, of course, September the 1st, the History Channel's Houdini miniseries. So you want to check that out as well. And my name is Dean Carnegie. I'm the Magic Detective. Thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye now.